The Turian government is considering further reparations to humans whose ancestors died in the Relay 314 incident at Shanxi. The Turian government previously made reparations from what humans call the First Contact War, but refused to pay interest. The Turian hierarchy has supported improved relations with humanity since the Alliance's heroic sacrifice defending the Citadel from Saren's attack 2 years ago. Two years after a Geth attack nearly destroyed it, the colony of Zoo's Hope has announced plans for an expansion. Survivors from the destroyed colony of Zoo's Hope have petitioned the Council for reparations, given former Spectre Saren's role in the attack on their home. Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams, who died fighting Saren on Vermeer, was posthumously awarded the Solarian Silver Dagger and the Turian Nova Cluster. Williams served proudly with non-human crew members and was once heard to say, "Human or alien, we're all just animals." She is the first Alliance soldier to receive either award. Later today, we interview Councillor Anderson. The tireless former soldier has put down his guns to build bridges with numerous trade treaties. Tune in and find out what the man behind Commander Shepard's rise to fame thinks is the greatest threat to intergalactic stability. The Asari Shaira, more commonly known as the Consort, has declined to name the next race likely to gain council membership. However, she suggested an announcement could come soon. Alliance military officials are having difficulty meeting hiring quotas, according to a new report. Since Eden Prime, an initial surge in patriotic enlistments was followed by a downturn, as the public became skeptical that the Alliance can match Geth technology. Alliance military officials are prepared to announce new weapons upgrades, the result of data obtained from the Geth attack on Eden Prime years ago. Charles Saraceno, leader of the Terra Firma Party and former Alliance Parliament candidate, has pled guilty to tax evasion. He is in custody pending sentencing. An independent inquiry has dismissed claims by one Corporal Toombs about a shadowy organization known as Cerberus. A disturbed Toombs says Cerberus held him prisoner for years, but investigators found insufficient evidence to validate his story. The Systems Alliance Parliamentary Subcommittee for Transhuman Studies has awarded reparations for biotics suffering complications from L2 implants. Subcommittee Chairman Burns thanked biotics everywhere for their patience and understanding, and promised more help for those forgotten by the system until now. The Destiny Ascension has completed its 20-colony victory cruise. Council members aboard thanked Human Alliance soldiers for their efforts in repelling Saren's invasion 2 years ago. A council inquiry has concluded that a combat VI that went rogue on Luna was not intentionally upgraded to full AI status. Alliance members have maintained that the VI was for combat testing purposes only. Given these findings, it is unlikely any charges will be filed. Element Zero production is up in the Plutus system, and so are prices, as the area's leader, Lord Darius, has made new trade demands. Alliance officials say they will uphold their treaty obligations in this matter. Celebrations are planned across Terra Nova for the upcoming anniversary of the thwarted terrorist attack on the colony. A quiet candlelight vigil is planned for hostages who died during the Batarian attack on Terra Nova. Reverend Michael Bowman, whose daughter Kate died in the fighting, is holding a non-denominational prayer service on the anniversary of the attack. Biomedical firm Certa Foundation is reporting a medical breakthrough against a new strain of interspecies influenza. The development comes as a result of samples contaminated during a biotic attack on their research center 2 years ago. Fortunately, there were few casualties. Salarian marksman Valan Forrest thinks he has a shot at beating Commander Shepard's long-standing record at Pinnacle Station. Tune in tonight to watch live. Captain Hannah Shepard has apparently turned down an admiral's star and will remain in command of the Orizaba. The captain deemed her promotion to admiral a political ploy and said that she could best honor her child's legacy by captaining a ship. The Shepard Memorial on Akuz is expected to open next year, once the area is declared safe for visitors. Admiral Stephen Hackett will preside. The wreckage of the freighter Tur Alan was found on an uncolonized planet in the Dranik system. Salvage teams reported no survivors. Dr. Amos Maston, a member of the expedition team that discovered the Prothean relics on Eden Prime, has disappeared. He was last recorded in a small science vessel headed for the Nikaya corridor. Salvage operations on the Salahil system have been cleared. Operations had previously been halted after Geth activity in the area. Explorer ships have reported seeing vessels of an unknown make, but whose silhouette strongly resembles ancient Rachni ship profiles. The few ships sighted have been small scouting vessels that rapidly retreated. The Council has pledged a full investigation. An ExoGeni archaeological team has been reported missing. They were last seen in the Iaea cluster's Enoch system, an area of heavy pirate activity. Shipping lanes near Omega were recently hit by a series of deadly raids. Merchant fleets are being asked to resynchronize their IFF protocols. Blue Sun's mercenaries in the Decorus system took heavy losses fighting against unspecified criminal groups, according to leaked reports. A Blue Sun's representative declined to comment. A series of Krogan and Vorcha attacks on groups in the Crescent Nebula has raised concerns among residents. A Krogan businessman on Ilium, Mr. Thax, suggested the attacks were tied to deadly Bloodpack mercenaries. A massive Bloodpack offensive nearly resulted in numerous deaths on Ilium. The angry Krogan were apparently launching a punitive attack on a Mr. Thax. Mr. Thax, a businessman operating on Ilium, was relieved that damage was avoided and has pledged to cooperate with any resulting investigation. Planets in the Nubian expanse have been experiencing drastic and sudden climate changes. While initial reports suggest this could be caused by a Batarian orbital mirror system, no such technology is currently located in this area. The planet Canalis in the Dorada system recently underwent rapid climate change. Then, just as rapidly, the changes reversed. A research team is investigating the strange events. All businesses using security mechs have been asked to check their systems for a potentially deadly virus that can disable targeting safeties and friend or foe identification. Mech attacks have increased as a programming malfunction virus spreads. Experts warn of the accompanying danger of poorly programmed security VIs being overzealous in protecting themselves from infection. A Synthetic Insights representative stressed that this is a standard VI processing error, not an indication of an AI threat similar to the Geth. The virus affecting mechs galaxy-wide was evidently born in a Hain Kedar mechanics facility, the result of the misuse of faulty and recalled processors in experimental mech designs. Hain Kedar representatives declined to comment. The Council is preparing an investigation with possible criminal charges to follow. The crashed exploration vessel Estevanico has finally been discovered deep in the Terminus systems. As expected, there were no survivors. Crews have been dispatched to salvage relics from the crash site for exhibition in the Alliance Museum of Galactic Exploration on Earth. An Eldville Ashland mining facility has stopped production after attacks that may be linked to uncovered collector artifacts. The Exogeny Corporation has announced a new system for detecting and controlling volcanic eruptions. This technology could lead to improved geothermal power across the galaxy. Authorities are still investigating recent attacks on a suspected red sand manufacturing plant. The attacks suggest a criminal takeover of the red sand market. The Quarian ship Idana has been spotted traveling through systems in the Pylos Nebula. The ship has left the Quarian migrant fleet and is not responding to hails. A number of heavy mechs have been stolen from legitimate owners on Tatus in the Talava system and sold under false pretenses. Council reps suggest buyers only purchase mechs from accredited sources. Human colonies in the Pylos Nebula are requesting aid after several recent attacks, apparently by Geth raiders. These attacks do not appear to be connected to the other attacks upon human colonies. A new report suggests that the organization known as Cerberus may have been responsible for the death of Rear Admiral Kahoku. An informant suggests that Cerberus killed the Admiral to cover up illegal weapons and technology experiments. We'll have more news as it comes. A human settlement has been attacked by Batarian terrorists. Fortunately, an apparent weapons malfunction sent the missiles off course, sparing much of the colony. Eldville Ashland is investigating reports of sabotage at a facility in the Solveig system. Damage to the magnetic shield around the facility nearly resulted in numerous fatalities due to unchecked solar radiation. The attack on the human colony of Freedom's Progress has generated a swift but confused response. Aid vessels have been sent, but it is not clear whether there are survivors. The Council offered its sympathy, but regretted that it could not become involved in a purely human matter. Alliance listening posts report new ship activity at the edges of Geth space. Geth ships have been found adrift, with all Geth on board deactivated. Alliance vessels are reinforcing border clusters as a precautionary measure. The crew of the Hugo Gernsback, long feared dead, has been found on the planet Iea. The survivors are being treated for neural degradation, which was caused by eating local vegetation. The prison ship Purgatory has been destroyed following an apparent riot. Security ships are en route to the area to retrieve prisoners and guards from life pods. Fears of an uncontrolled plague in the streets of Omega have been laid to rest, as the disease is now under control. Eclipse mercenaries have denied involvement in acts of piracy against cargo freighters in the Terminus systems. This legal setback threatens the Eclipse license on those worlds where their presence remains legal. A dramatic increase in meteor activity near planets in the Pamyat system have researchers suspecting malicious intent. Unfortunately, investigations have yet to produce any leads, and the colonies remain at risk. Alliance officials are reporting strange energy readings from the Omega-4 relay. While no ships have ever returned after going through the relay, scans suggest it has been used recently. Alliance officials are on alert. Commander Shepard. He uncovered Saren's plan, defeated the Geth army, and died in the final days of the fight. Or did he? Witnesses report seeing him alive on Omega. Further sightings of Shepard place him on Horizon during the recent attack there. Council officials deny that Shepard is alive, or that he is still working covertly as a Spectre. Emotions at Shepard's rumored survival are mixed. While some are overjoyed to see him return, others believe his false death was a betrayal. According to sources, whatever former Commander Shepard is doing, it involves surrounding himself with criminals, killers, mercenaries, and other dangerous elements. We at Galactic News hope that Commander Shepard consents to give us an interview and explain where he's been and what he's doing. Remains of a weapons facility have been found in the Shecha system. It's believed the facility was operated by deadly Bloodpack mercenaries.